Hello, story progression tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Valkyria Chronicles with me, Blue Ankylo. It's been a little while, but I feel like it's finally time to progress again. Although, on one hand, my due diligence would suggest that I should at least spend my hard-earned experience before we start the next battle. So we'll very quickly go back to the training grounds, and then we'll continue. I would also expect that today's chapter will be split into a couple videos, because I expect it's going to take more than like half an hour to go through the story and also the battle. So we've got 15,000 XPs. Snipers are kind of a level behind here, so let's start with them. I don't mean to pick on the snipers, but you know, guys. Hopefully with my newfound knowledge of reticule targeting, maybe I'll be a little bit better with snipers. Or maybe one day we'll get up to elite snipers and they'll get a better sniper rifle. One can hope.
Bite the bullet. No
Don't bite the bullet! Doesn't bite the bullet mean you died? I'm pretty sure that's how that saying goes.
maggots.
He bit the bullet. Means he got killed. I think?
Come back.
Maybe things are different in Gallia. Anyway, that's all I really wanted to do. I suppose I should start spending my experience points in the war cemetery one of these days. But I'm not going to worry about it. We got lots of money at least, so I'm not worried about grinding or anything. I'm just... The reason I do my skirmishes in between recordings is just to practice up more than anything. It's not really to grind. I just want to remember how to play the game a little bit so I don't look so foolish in the desert. So, what's next?
I don't know what I expected, but it really wasn't this.
It's a pretty cool door.
Amazing, isn't it? I was surprised when I first came here too.
There aren't any windows or skylights in here, but it's still so light.
The ruins are made of stone with a high ragnite concentration. It lights itself.
Can you mine the stone? Remember, ragnite's very valuable, so maybe we could just mine the stone.
It's uncanny.
Look at this. Something's written on the wall here.
There be dragons here.
It's in Old Northern script.
Still, there be dragons here.
Old Northern? It was the dominant writing system in Europa. You still see it on a lot of old monuments.
Do you know how to read it, Valdio?
This echoing is really, like, making my head a little dizzy with my headset
I
on.
just covered it this last year. Let's take a look.
I can read that. Z, triangle, downward arrow, weird H, upward arrow, TP.
It's more or less a recounting of the Darkson calamities.
Oh,
the history
or you could listen to Faldio. Sure.
The Darksons unlocked some secret property of Ragnite and tried to conquer the continent.
Now, let's just stop here. This is what Rosie, this is what Rosie has been blaming the Darksons for, and this is her rationale for why she's racist against them. If Faldio is now reading, like, sort of proof, that's kind of big deal.
100 cities raised its fell light, 100,000 men and beasts therewith.
That's a lot of dead men and beasts.
It says this area used to be one of the cities lost in that purge as well.
So they did use Ragnite.
It was in the middle of that destruction that the Valkyria suddenly came into the picture. Supposedly they rose to face the Darksons, armed with sacred lances, blue with flame. That became the War of the Valkyria.
I still think Valkyr is very similar to Valkyria. Is Valkyr male
Picture book about that.
and Valkyria girl?
But it's fiction, right? Like a fairy tale.
Ruins like these dot the European map, traces of the culture that once ruled the continent. The majority of the anthropological community now agrees that the Valkyria did exist.
That's pretty bad for the Darksons. I mean, you know, sins of the father, right? It's not like the current generation of Darkson did it, but it is tough when you have, like, ancestors that tried to take over the world via force,
This is so educated.
mass murder.
The Valkyria Overrun and rose to power, while the Darksons were scattered across Europa. There are some who worship the Valkyria as the saviors of Europa even today.
There'll be a twist later on that proves the Valkyria are actually evil, though. Just, you know, anime style.
Got branded with the stigma of their past and were persecuted.
Also, if this is a Valkyria ruin, of course the Valkyrians would write how they were the good guys and the Darksons were the bad guys. So let's take it all with a grain of salt.
With no land of their own, they had to work as itinerant laborers and Ragnite miners.
Which is why there are so many Darksons still working in the industrial sector today.
I never knew that. Come to think of it, Isara's dad was an engineer, wasn't he?
Anyway,
Maybe they're just
that's
good with
enough
tools.
for today. Let's keep checking for Imperial tracks.
Hopefully we have someone on scout above, outside. So we got a star here. So this is probably someone blaming Isara for the Darkson calamity. Because, like I said, it's her fault that her ancient ancestors did bad things.
But I still ain't seen nothing but sand. Those imps got some strange tastes if they're sunning themselves out here. What's got you, Rosie? Ain't like you to be so quiet.
You're foul, Largo. And I'm just annoyed.
I'm annoyed too. But what are we annoyed about?
Takes some kind of brass to blow up a chunk of turf this big, don't you think?
Yeah.
Looks like the dark hairs have been bad news for the rest of us folks since day one.
If you believe the old texts.
What do you mean by that?
What do you think I mean?
No archaeological proof exists to support the theory that Darksons destroyed Boreas.
Look, your great-great-great-great-grandfather was mean to my great-great-great-great-grandfather, so I don't like you.
Look around. How much more proof do you need?
And it's an unfair generalization to assume that all Darksons cause trouble for others.
She does pilot the tank that saves your butt every episode.
You saying you don't? Look, it's 'cause of you people that my whole...
All right, time out, you two.
Thanks, Largo.
You stay out of this, Largo.
We're on patrol here. You keep squawking, and we're likely to get sniped.
It's a good point. While you're on duty, keep your personal conflicts to yourselves.
You too, kid. You know Rosie's got a temper on her. She wouldn't go off if you didn't talk back.
Yeah.
I don't believe anything I've said is untrue.
The only point
Stubborn as
is that they're on duty, and this is a war zone, so stick to business. That's all I would have said. Alright, that's a lot of spirals.
Faldio, what is that?
If he says that's a lot of spirals, I'm gonna laugh.
It's called the Valkyrian spiral.
It's pretty close. Okay.
Okay, so what is it?
It's a bunch of spirals.
I was talking about their power before, remember? The sacred blue flame?
Yeah.
The spiral motif on their relief carvings are said to represent inexhaustible power.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It doesn't really make any sense, sorry.
Still, we haven't seen any Imperials here. Not even any signs of entry. I guess it's possible that this wasn't what brought the Empire out here.
Or they're already past where you guys have gone, and they're further in the depths.
Well, the others are waiting. Let's go back.
Because the Imperials were here before we got here.
Sure, let's go.
Uh-oh.
What in the...
Alicia, what just happened?
Plot has happened.
I don't know. I barely even touched it and this door just opened.
But nobody else could do it.
Looks like it keeps going.
An underground chamber in the Boreas ruins. This is a huge discovery.
Okay.
Should we go in?
Do you have to ask?
Bring some flashlights just in case.
All right, let's take a look.
And some rope. Always bring rope. You don't want to get stuck somewhere. Now things are going to get bad. You can tell by the picture. Those are the bad guys. Stuff's going to get serious now.
Whoa. What is this place?
They did bring their flashlights, so I'm happy. I don't see any rope, though, so I'm not happy anymore. Now I'm displeased.
It seems like it goes on forever.
It's pretty big. Don't slip. If he slips and dies, I'm going to be pretty mad.
Look at this wall. Amazing. There are engravings everywhere. What do they say, Faldio?
I'm not sure.
Come on.
I wish I could tell you. They're too ancient for me to decipher.
Bet you wish you had some rope.
Welkin, we're not alone.
I'm glad we brought a scout. Ah. You should start shooting right now.
Oh, how surprising to find you here. We don't get many visitors.
We
I
have...
won't ask how you were able to break in. It's not really important. But you defile this sanctum with your presence.
Seriously, just kill him. No, shoot him. Push him off the edge. He's like the leader of the Federation. Not that. The Imperials. The other one. Empire.
Maximilian? Wait, but he's...
Yes.
the commander.
Kill him. War over.
Hold it right there! You take one more step and I'll shoot you down, I swear I will!
Bigger gun. Instead of talking, should have just shot the bullets.
Your lives are worthless to me, but I do not wish to stain this sacred place with blood.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, I know she's trouble.
You are determined to have this confrontation. Why don't we settle it
Oh,
outside?
you silly people. Could have ended the war right here.
Welkin. So, you're the brat who's responsible. My compliments for the Vassal Bridge and the base in Cloden. You quite impressed Jaeger. He was singing your praises, boy.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime.
Bavaria, come.
Yeah. She's trouble, for sure. She just had a blue, spirally, glowy
There's a
lance.
chance to take out their commander.
She's right, Faldio. Let's go.
Right.
Maybe they left some men at the entrance with machine guns and a tank, and they just pew pew, just like that, right? All right, we got a battle. Well, it only took 13 minutes to go through the story, so we'll start this battle. I may have to cut it in the middle if it gets too long, or I die horribly, which is perhaps more likely. All right, we're in the desert again. The enemy commander, Maximilian, is making for our base camp aboard a massive tank. Let me guess, we can't hurt it. Oh no. Destruction of the giant tank. It's got machine guns. Good. Keep your distance. Use your tank and lancers to take out the machine guns. Okay, so I guess it has like hard points that we can knock off or something. Yeah, okay. Well, it's nice that it shows you this little picture so we have an idea of where it can shoot. It does have a couple spots I can put my tank. Except that it'll just move and kill me probably, but still, yeah. Alright. They will fire at anything that stops in the range depicted. This sounds like trouble. This is probably going to be tough. I have no idea where we're going to need people and when. This is our tank. I'm going to start with Largo. Like I talked about, I want to make sure I have my officers and Rosie. And then I'm going to put an engineer over here to help our tank. Desert. Perfect. And then at the second base, maybe a sniper? It looks like it might be night. Both my snipers are apparently good at night anyway. It doesn't make much difference, I don't think. We'll take Marina. We'll also give them a Lancer down here. Desert Bread. And a Shock Trooper. I don't think Neat Freak is going to help. Yeah, I like Jane. Let's give Jane a try. I have a Sniper. No engineers down here. I might need an engineer to reload or rebuild the sandbags. We should probably put at least one... Well, we have to put Alicia down. She's an officer, so she's got to go down somewhere. And then I guess I'll just round it out with a an engineer, mostly for whenever I need to reload the Sniper or the Lancer. And we'll see how that goes. I figure it better to have lots of people deployed than not at this point. Because I don't know what's coming, and I kind of have a suspicion that this is going to be painful.
That tank is our target. We have to stop it. Squad 7, move out.
I'm really counting on the Lancers today, folks. And maybe our tank. Maybe I'll try out some orders. We have an anti-armor order. That tank is freaking enormous.
Now, dear galleons, flee or be crushed underfoot of the Batamus.
Batamus, eh?
Your Grace, I will eliminate the forces east of the temple, then return to provide support.
That sounds less good.
Very well. Though I doubt I shall require your assistance. The Batamis shall rest atop their riven camp before long.
So...
Welkin.
yeah, I'm gonna need some more advice here, Alicia.
Holy. With armor like that, I don't figure my anti-tank lance will do much good.
I don't want to hear that.
And I don't like the look of that cannon. Standing in front of that thing's a bad idea.
Well, that's relatively obvious.
Let's watch and wait for now. It has to have some kind of weak point.
Okay, well, let's take it slow here. We've got lots of bases. If I hadn't deployed everyone, I could actually deploy people all over the map. Yeah, which is kind of fun. I don't know if on second thought I would have deployed 4 people here exactly. I assume the arrow is about as far as the tank can move on one turn, and maybe it just moves a set amount per turn. So, assuming it kind of follows this path, what I need to try is to kill the turrets on this side, or maybe the front first. Those are the ones that are going to destroy us, well, very quickly. Do we just open with Largo? He's in a trench. I have no idea. There's an enemy sniper. My sniper might be able to kill a couple people, maybe. Actually, you know what I should probably do with Alicia is try to run over here and kill this guy. That's the plan.
My turn, okay?
You can also spot. Also, this gives me a lot better view of what the heck's going on, because I couldn't tell from my overview map necessarily where the walls would be that I can't walk past.
Ready yourselves for the next attack.
Alright. That thing is... it's like... what is it, like 10 times the size of my tank? Anyway, this is the sniper we wanted to kill. I'm worried about Savaria, but I have no idea where she's going to come from. So you have to die. Can't let the sniper out alive, basically. Plus, he's an officer, so one less command point for them. Or maybe not. I thought there would be, but... this is a trench, so we can hide in here. I want her to have a look back here by the base, for instance. I just wasn't sure if there'd be anything behind us that we hadn't seen. Alright, so I'm okay. We're gonna leave Alicia sort of around here for now.
That tank is coming this way.
The enemies that she can see on the ridge are kind of above us. The sniper might be able to get a shot on them, but they have the high ground up here. But they're far enough away that I'm not super worried. Let's start with Largo and see what he can do. So, enemy tank. Giant enemy tank. That is a turret. Can you take out its treads? That'd be great. I don't really care about the turret on the right side. Or, sorry. It's the left side of the tank, but I guess that's the forward-facing turret. I'm worried about these... The turrets that are going to face us, like, next turn. Like, if it moves forward, this guy is right... And it still takes 3 rockets to kill even the one. I'm not super stoked. At least we didn't miss. Oh, he is so close to 2-shotting them. I think our tank does more damage than Largo. So maybe 1 from Largo and 1 from our tank. Oops. No, don't go up there. I don't know if that's a safe place for Largo. If that tank moves up. But I mean, that's the turret. These 2 are the turrets I need to kill, I think, first. These guys matter less. This guy matters the least. Yeah, it's basically Lancers or tank mortars. It's all that's going to work. I'm glad there's an engineer right here. Let's find out if the Edelweiss can kill it, can finish it off in a single shot. So if we can hit it, which you know is always a bit of an ask. I'm gonna make sure it can't hit my radiator. I'm gonna move a little bit closer. That's fine. And hopefully we get lucky here. I really would like this to hit Edelweiss. Come on. Yes! 1 down. That was the one I was most worried about. Well, second most, I guess. Now I want to back up. I don't want to be in range of the big cannon, which will probably destroy me in 1 shot. So I just backed him up a little bit. Now, Largo, you're going to continue working on the front turret. I don't want you to be in range to get pelted, but I want you close enough to get like a good shot. Come on, Largo. Alright, that's good. I think the Edelweiss goes for the finisher again. I like this combo. 1 from Largo, 1 from the Edelweiss saves us a shot overall. I wonder... I've never tried, but... Oh, I can't walk past Rosie. Rosie, get your butt out of the way. I was just wondering if Largo runs over to the engineer, if that will restock his ammunition as well. Like, I know if the engineer runs into him, that does it, but what if he runs into the engineer? Anyway, I think... Let me move in again a little bit closer. Should have left the tank closer and then backed up afterwards, but... I'm really counting on this not missing. Alright, 2 turrets down in 1 turn. I think that's enough for this turn. Back up. Try to get out of the way of the big gun. Hopefully that's far enough back. Okay. I think the chances of the big tank demolishing us with its machine gun turrets are less. Now, there's a lot of enemy units up here. The enemy Lancer, of course, is always a threat. We've got 3 actions left. I wish there was a tower. I'd love to put Marina up in a tower. Maybe what I do is I put Marina a little bit up this way. They might rush her and just shoot her to pieces, though. Well, we're going to try to get a shot with Marina here. I just want to see what her odds are. You know... Take the shot. Nice!
Sweet dreams.
Thanks, Marina. Now, where do I want you to move? Looking around your spot, you've got lots of heavy cover.
We don't know what that thing's got.
She's probably fine staying there, to be honest. That's not a bad position for a sniper. It's not high, but it's pretty well protected by those big walls. 2 turns, 2 shots left, potentially. I mean, I could... Maybe I just save them? I honestly don't really know what the big tank's gonna do. Well, let's... I don't have enough actions to, like, move everyone to safety anyway, so let's just see what happens. We don't lose our command points. They'll be carried over to the next turn, so... If the tank moves up, it might be a lot easier to shoot its...
My words are no victory.
Oh, right.
Loose your fire, men.
He gets orders as well. That's kind of scary. So what does that mean? I hope my people in the trenches don't die. I don't know what the deal is. We're getting lots of cover fire that does absolutely nothing here. Okay, the tank moved, I think, further than I was expecting it to move. But... it didn't do anything yet. Okay. Enemy units. Shock trooper, but he didn't actually get close enough. Would have been nice to have a shock trooper where Alicia is on retrospect. If I'd put a shock trooper by my sniper or something, that would have been smart. Okay, nice! You actually managed to cover fire that guy. Good work, team. I think that was basically Alicia. That's a Lancer. Hopefully he's too far away to hit my tank or block sight. Oh, he's gonna rocket my engineer? Well, I'm glad you missed. Got a little bit of damage back on him. Actually, that was pretty good damage, to be honest. Okay, the enemy... Okay. Okay, as long as you're in cover, the machine guns don't instantly kill you. So far. That shock trooper... Oh no. Oh no! Well...
Help me.
I'm sorry, Alicia, but... he definitely rushed you. Okay, I should have left a shock trooper up on that trench. He could have protected her. But she's not, dead and gone. I just need to get a medic there. And then re-pull her back onto the squad, basically. That's okay. It's alright. I can handle it. So... is this tank going to destroy this base then next turn? Is that what I'm hearing? In which case, we've got... it's got no forward machine guns. We've actually done pretty good on the machine gun front. I think we have to deal with Alicia first. I think... I'm going to try to do it with Jane. I'm really worried about the enemy machine gun on the tank. I'm not even sure if we can make it all the way up to this shock trooper in one turn. On the other hand, the sniper is awfully close. Let's see here. I'm going to try the sniper. Switch to shooty mode. Either the Lancer or, hopefully... can we not see him? Oh, he's up there, but we don't actually have vision on him. Too much height difference. Alright, well, I'm going to let... I think this is a reasonable shot anyway. It's actually pretty likely to kill this guy. I think pretty high likelihood. So, not a wasted action point in my opinion.
Sweet dreams.
And I'm still going to leave her behind this wall so that, assumedly, the machine guns won't kill her. Alright, so now we know I need to move someone basically up this hill to save Alicia. I'm not sure Ramsey's up for it. I have a feeling if I run him up like this way, the machine guns will kill him. So, my hope is that Jane can make it. And I don't know. It's a long way to go. Might take a couple actions. There he is. Alright, actually can kill him. Okay, that was getting close by the end, but we did manage to get the kill. And I'm going to spend one more point here with Jane
Ready to die, imps.
to rescue Alicia. Alright.
Medic!
You're good, Alicia. Get back up.
Please stay strong.
Now, I do think we've killed the majority of the enemy soldiers.
Hey.
Let's get you crouched. I'm a little bit worried about that. I don't think there's... Is there any point to shoot the machine gun turrets? Okay, hold on. Back up, back up. Get out of there. Alright. Let's try from here where it doesn't get a counterattack. I'm just curious if this will do any damage at all. Nah. You gotta use tanks and lancers. That's fine. Now, I get the suspicion that if you're standing in here, this is a bad place to be. So, do we try to take out this turret? Should be the easiest of them to hit right now. Largo's got 2 shots. We'll sneak as close. Ah! Okay, that's too close. Hold on. Back up, back up, back up. Get out of there. Alright, that's as close as you're allowed to be. Sorry. It's not the best shot, but that's a miss. That's not good. I'll have to give you one more shot, because you've got one more ammo right now. I've got lots of command points, so let's use them, right? Please hit Largo. Come on, buddy. 0 for 2 this turn. That's not so good. Alright, well, let's give the Edelweiss a try. The Edelweiss is safe so long as it's not in front or behind the giant tank. That's what I heard. Now I'm really hoping we can get a hit here. Alright, good. Now the next decision is, do we take another turn with the Edelweiss to kill it, or do I use an engineer to reload Largo and then Largo turn to hit? Seeing as Largo has missed 2 shots already, the Edelweiss gets priority. And I can, you know, move a little bit in here, I guess. Just guarantee we hit it. Come on. Don't miss. Alright. It's another turret down. We got 3 done. I think we're halfway there, basically. Turn to face the tank. This guy, you're going to run to the sniper's location. I don't think being in front of it is a good idea, basically. Now you need to crouch. Can you crouch for me, buddy? And, alright, alright. It's not my favorite shot, I'll be honest. But you got him, so I'm happy. Good job, Walter. Good work. And I've got 1 point left. I'm not going to be able to kill it, but I could just, you know, hit it one more time. I think that'd be worth it. Other options are using the engineer to reload, which isn't a bad idea, but I think I'm going to want this Lancer to start shooting as much as he can, and we're not going to have our Edelweiss on the correct side of the tank to really make much difference. So we'll take another shot here. We got lucky last time. We did not get lucky that time. Alright, well, that's the second turn. 3 turrets dead. I mean, you know. Oh, I meant to resummon Alicia, actually. I forgot. Because she'll give me more command points next turn. That would have been smarter. Also, I should really try that anti-armor order. I really don't know what that does. I assume it increases his attack power or something? But I don't really know. So I kind of... Does he, like, destroy the base when he drives over it? Yeah. So he auto-captures the camp.
Capturing a camp is for the feeble. A needless bother when it can be crushed outright.
Yeah, okay. That's yeah.
He's just gonna mow our camps down.
Keep your head, Lieutenant. That desert is covered by parts of standing ruins.
There's a lot, that's true.
If you shell unstable walls, fragments may fall and block the enemy's tank progress.
That's cool.
Roger that. I'll give it a try.
The team east of the temple is in bad shape. some woman is sending up some major fireworks.
Yeah, I'm not happy about that.
At this rate, they'll be forced to withdraw.
You guys hold in. I'll try to take this tank
I
out.
understand. We'll try to hold our ground here.
We're more than halfway through.
All right. Let's slow that behemoth down with as much rubble as we can throw in front of it.
Alright.
Listen closely. This information could save your life.
Slowing the Batomis. Okay, standing remnants of ruins that still dot the desert can be knocked over by mortars or lancers, basically. A few rocks cannot hope to halt it, but they can slow it down. If a tank or the Batomis stands in the location of a wall, would fall upon, that wall cannot be knocked over. That doesn't really make sense. The wall should fall onto the tank, but sure. Alright, well, let's see what happens now. Uh-oh. It didn't do as much damage as I was expecting, to be honest. I thought that was going to hurt more. The trenches seem to work really good against machine guns, though. Like, we're not hardly getting hit at all by those. Maybe the machine guns just aren't that bad. Like, maybe I overestimated them a little. I don't know. And he did use that order for, like, the attack upgrade of some sort, so... He's getting a lot of shots, but they're barely doing anything. And the big rear cannon, it hurt, but I think we could tank that. Har har. But with an engineer every couple turns, that wouldn't be that big a deal, to be honest. Alright, with no machine gun, Largo, you should have 1 ammo, right? We can use 1 shot from Largo, run away, 1 shot from the Edelweiss. That clears up the back. Except for the cannon, of course. But let me just double check here that I'm correct. Yeah, you've got 1 ammo. Haven't needed to use the engineers yet. Alright. Yeah. Please don't miss, Largo. I would really appreciate you hitting this shot. Last turn, you missed 2. Largo! Do I give him... he's out of ammo. I'd have to reload him again. We can take 2 shots with the Edelweiss to do it, though. I'm sorry, Largo, you're failing me, and I just can't... I can't risk you missing all your shots. The Edelweiss, he can get up close and not miss. It would be nice to kill this guy in 3 action points rather than 4 or 5 if Largo misses. So maybe that's what I should learn, is if Largo's gonna miss, I'm really better off to just spend 4 points here and get the guaranteed kill. Now, on the other hand, I could be worried about blocking the progress of this thing. I don't know. What I'm going to try to do is to move my tank a little bit over. I might be able to help out with the other side over here.
I don't like their attitude.
Probably. If I feel like using more command points. And I'm not too worried about the big cannon on this enemy tank. Okay, we've got 4 points left. It's, I assume, going to go this way. So I guess I can try to blow this one up if I wanted. I mean, my question is what happens if we destroy all the turrets? Is that how you win? Because that would be great. Also, orders. Sorry, orders are here. All units defend, raise everyone's defense. 2 command points to raise 1 anti-tank power. I don't know if that's as valuable as 1 shot from the Edelweiss, which is essentially what we're comparing it to. And attack boost is anti-personnel. I'm gonna give Walter a try.
Just try and stop me.
He's in the cover here. Can you shoot it from here? Maybe, maybe not. It's hard to say. Okay, now it can shoot you, so it's got to be fair. Alright, you're awfully close. Please don't miss. Come on, Lancers. Okay, thank you. Now, my Edelweiss can definitely finish that. We're in position, maybe not this turn, but next turn to finish off the turrets.
Here we go.
Can I just squish in there a little bit closer? I think we're going to hit it. Thank you. Okay! Almost every single turret is gone. I could try to use Walter to blow up these walls. I don't know how much work that takes. But let's find out!
Stop me!
So, you're going to move over this way a bit.
Out of range.
And... oh, okay. Hold on, hold your horses. I don't know. It's also got 4,750 HP. I have no idea what his odds are. Don't tell me the odds.
I'll probably miss.
He probably did miss. Alright. It was kind of a waste, but, you know, it was worth a shot. I think that was worth a try. Because I didn't know... well, I don't know how hard it is to knock a wall down. And I assume that this battle miss is going to probably knock down the first wall right now. I feel like it's going to do one move to destroy a wall and then another move to destroy the next base. Oh, it has to use a cannon. Well, why would I shoot them? It can just use its own cannon to shoot them. Waste itself a turn. I don't know what that's going to do. That looks bad.
That main cannon is lethal.
If you're a wall.
There must be a way to stop that thing.
Welks, look at that.
What are those? They're sticking up out of the top of the tank.
They're radiators. Heat sinks for dissipating the temperature of the Ragnite.
Open fire!
Using them to cool the cannon after firing it.
So, that's good to know.
Welks, if we destroy them, it could greatly upset the tank's function and stability.
I feel like blowing up that wall would have been bad, because then the enemy tank wouldn't have spent an action point and opened its radiators.
We just need to get to those radiators after the cannon fires.
Alright, we got a plan.
Positioned atop the tank, so ground units will need to climb the ladders.
Destroy machine guns, climb ladders.
Okay, we've got to take out the guns and get troops onto that tank.
This is actually a pretty fun mission. I'm enjoying myself. Mostly because no one's died yet. Jane's fine. We got one turret left, and I think one shot from the Edelweiss will finish it. And then we can start working our way up with the Lancers. Because there'll be nothing to shoot, and no anti-personnel left. It didn't even move! Oh, well this is beautiful! I'm pretty sure the Edelweiss can hit it. There's a line from the Edelweiss to the turret. I'll try to drive forward a bit. That's as close as we get. Come on, Edelweiss. Yes! And now I'm just going to back up so I can get up the ladder. Kind of a little bit stuck. Moderately stuck. I'm trying to back up. Alright, there we go. Alright, how many action points? We got 7. Walter, you're up. Go over. Up and at him. Oh, this is going to be great.
Don't let up on the offense.
I wonder... 4 shots, eh? I'm assuming that the Lancer doesn't hurt himself at point blank. I've never tried that before. Point blank Lancer, let's find out. He did not hurt himself. Okay. So, 3 more shots. He has no ammo. So what I want to do is use the engineer to reload him, and then 3 more shots. Now that's only 1 radiator. Oh, you're freaking kidding me. He's blocking the top of the ladder. Well, that'll teach me. Hubris. Well. Can you make it to Largo? Come on. Yes, you made it to Largo. Okay. Largo, you're gonna go deal with one of those.
Just watch this.
If you can make it. Let's just go for the one in the back. Climb. Okay, he definitely had the mobility. No problem. Looks like there's maybe just room for only 1 soldier up at the top. Maybe that's how the deal works. I wonder if anything bad happens if you leave your soldiers up here at the end of turn. I can't imagine it. I mean, what? Why would they punish you for, like, Now we've destroyed all the machine guns, right? We can just start taking these things out. Largo gets one more. Next turn, he'll be able to kill one of these.
Just watch this.
Well, that's assuming this stays open at the end of the turn.
You're done.
Which is maybe a small assumption. I'm out of Lancers, though, right now. The only other thing we could do is move... I could have... I think what I'm not thinking about is for the final shot, I should shoot and then move them down so that the engineers can reload them. But Largo can kill it in one shot next turn. I wonder if our tank has any chance of hitting them.
Gotta love nature.
Maybe.
Penetrating enemy lines.
I'm kind of worried that this would hit some friendly fire. Oh yeah, you can hit them. That's for sure. Alright, let's, how do I want to do this?
Don't let them go. Chase them down.
I want to move over to this side. As far as we can get, basically. I'd like to kill one radiator right now if I can get away with it. Yeah. Just want to see... I don't... Oh yeah, well... Guess I can't really hit that next radiator from here, but this is the one I want to hit anyway. Just don't hurt Largo. He looks fine. Alright, one radiator done. Good. Right?
That leaves 2 radiators.
Lieutenant, squads 1 and 3 have suffered heavy losses out east. I'm pulling them out.
Look, we're doing pretty good.
Welkin, it's me, Valdio. I'm sorry, but we couldn't do a thing against her.
Well, I'm destroying this tank.
Viral lance and shield. They were the arms of a Valkyria, Welkin.
Okay, this is not the time for Valkyrias. We're destroying a giant tank.
Will be arriving there soon as backup.
Oh, we're doomed.
Do not, I repeat, do not engage her.
Was not my intention.
Understood. We need those radiators out now, Sevens.
Yeah. Alright, well, let's find out what happens. Maybe I should have not... See, I get the feeling that Valkyria's, like, whatever her name is, showing up is plot related to me destroying a radiator. If I had not destroyed that radiator, would she have not showed up until the turn after the next one instead? Which would make it a little bit easier. A little bit of gaminess if you know what's going to happen. Oh, okay, so once it moves, my Lancers fall off. I mean, it's good to know. I hope the big cannon doesn't hit one of my Lancers or something. No, it has to turn. Okay, we're fine. It's gonna hit the tank, right? Yeah. Oh, Edelweiss, you're fine. Quit your complaining. Looks like we've been doing pretty good at killing everything. Alright, so first and foremost, I want to reload everybody, my Lancers. The Lancers are the key. This one on... Or wait! I think it has to shoot the big cannon again before we can do anything to it.
Right, gotcha.
Yeah, they're not open right now. Oh, while we're here, I probably could have done this last turn and I forgot about it. But there you go. I wasn't really worried, but, you know, there you go. Make sure you've got your ammo. Make sure you've got your ammo. And then, move to the next. There you go. You're even technically in cover. Pretty good cover. Okay. Good to have engineers. So, what can we do? Can I try to destroy this wall? Would this help? I could probably, deploy Alicia. I should try to get the Lancers closer as well. We'll move the Edelweiss first. I know it takes a lot of command points, but I don't want it to fall behind. Or really be in range of the big cannon if I can help it. Also, you know, the perfect thing to do would be to destroy... Okay, I think I get the feeling here that this next blue wall, the tank would ignore and just capture the base. If I can destroy it, then the tank will have to spend a turn dealing with it. And maybe that will mean it has to shoot its main cannon, which means we can, you know, destroy it. Is that how it works, guys? Have I figured it out? I bet you I figured it out. Alright, we want... I'm going to want one Lancer on the far side. I'm so glad you're a veggie maniac. Alright, I'm going to leave Largo out in the open and not climb up. But I want him close enough that next turn he can get up there. Specifically. So he can take 4 shots. I don't know if we'll have enough command points, honestly. Walter will be close enough. Let's save our command points. Hopefully this goes the way I'm thinking. It shoots, then we have enough command points to just destroy it. It's got 20 himself, wow. But he's got nothing to do, right? Main cannon destroys the wall. Radiators open up, and that's it, right? Oh, beautiful, guys. I think I got it. I think this one's in the books. I got 19. Sorry, 14. So Largo, unfortunately, won't be able to kill this on his own. Now, you could probably shoot it from down here, to be honest. Like, it'd be easier to reload him from down here. And, I mean, what are the actual odds of missing this? Like 1 in 100, right? Like, there's no way. So maybe the idea of climbing up the ladder was not necessarily, you know, important. I think we've got enough command points to kill this thing, honestly. We'll have to use an engineer to reload Largo. Well, and I'm assuming that this is the final phase. I really... I have no idea. I could destroy these radiators, and then the shell breaks out, and a small tank from inside comes out and kills everybody. Which would be hilarious. It'd be a large Hercules beetle for it to be optimal. Final rocket. Good. I'm glad Largo didn't miss any of those. These radiators are a lot easier to hit than the machine guns. That's the simple truth. Next up will be Walter. I'm assuming he can get into position here. I think he's pretty likely to get into position. Also, this radiator only has a couple hits left. 3. Well, the point is, it actually is less of a problem for him to climb up. Because he doesn't need to be reloaded. He can just spend his actions up here. Do we have enough? We need 1, 2 shots here. Oh, we have more than enough. 2 shots, 1 to engineer, and then another shot from there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 6 spare AP right now, or command points. 6 spare AP, I think. And this is anti-armor. I don't even know. This is doing double damage. Oh, you can only kill 1? Oh, I was prepared to finish it up. Or maybe this is the end of the battle anyway. But, like, I had that tank, its days were numbered.
Lord Maximilian.
I don't like her eyes. Yeah, your Lord's tank has been pulped. The war is over if he's dead, girl. I don't care what crazy blue shield spear powers. No, no smiting. Stop that. We haven't actually seen what she can do with that yet, but I am concerned. So, have I won the battle or not won the battle? I know there's still 1 radiator left.
Backup troops have arrived. If the reports are true, we can't beat it. Everyone, focus on that last radiator.
But how do we get the main cannon to shoot? Auto-plot when you destroy a radiator is not my favorite mechanic. I'd rather it was time-based, so, like, hurrying actually helped. I mean, I'm assuming hurrying still does something, but... you did not make it into cover. I get the feeling we can't kill that tank until it gets to here. Because it has to shoot its main cannon. Unless putting the Edelweiss in front of it makes it shoot its main cannon. It probably just one-shots the Edelweiss. On the bad side, there's some more troops coming. What do we do, guys? I need to get it to... See, now I'm confused. Well, I'm concerned. I need it... I think we're going to have to wait a couple turns, because it's going to take over the base, maybe move, and then shoot. And I don't think I can do anything until then. Even though Largo will have ammunition by then. I assume the only really dangerous unit up here... Well... Canizar the Lion. There's our named soldier. I wonder if I could just sneak a sniper around on him and just kill him. Might cost me my sniper's life. So you need... They're far enough back. Okay. We're gonna go the safe way. It's as close as you can get, unfortunately, on one action. Yeah, there's nothing you can shoot. Okay. No one needs healing or anything. That's fine. I'm gonna run the sniper up a little bit further. I mean, I'm just hoping this trench is safe. I don't know. Still can't see from there. This is not gonna work the way I was hoping. The same fate as Alicia is gonna apply to Marina, I think, but... Yeah, I can't even get the shot off. I can see Selvaria, but I did not have the mobility to get close enough. Well, what if you stand up? You know, that might just make the difference. Alright. That's a scout. That's a lancer. That's Canizar the Lion. Now, this would be the best, is if we could just kill him. Ha ha ha! Named Ace! Dead. Now, Marina may... no, don't do that. Marina may suffer the consequences of that action in the next turn. But I'm happy. I have no idea what to expect.
Get ready to die, imps.
I really don't expect... I have no idea.
No unnecessary risks out there, soldiers. Move out.
What the heck is going on? Okay, this is a wall that I can knock down, sure. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Okay. Okay. She's got a lot of range. You need to move right now. Okay. Jane is going to stand here with no cover, and if anything that's not a Valkyria runs around the corner, she will kill it. I guess the question is basically how far can Valkyrias move? Selvaria, huh? Maybe I should have a look at her stats. That would be smart. I get nothing. One radiator. Scout, shock troopers. I don't know. Walter is not in cover at all. It didn't seem... he got stuck. He got stuck on the mud. It doesn't seem that the sandbags were destroyed when... Are you kidding me? Well, Walter, I just wasted 2 command points for no good reason there. I was trying to get him to here, but he got stuck. So if I shoot this wall, I guess the idea is there's 3 more walls to the last base. And if I shoot this one down, that gives us 1 more chance. We're actually doing fine. We just need it to shoot its main cannon one more time. I don't know what else I can do. I have a feeling these guys are probably dead. Yeah, let's just see how it goes. I don't know what Valkyrias can do. And they have way too many command points. I'm hoping the large cannon can't hit Largo, because that would be lame. It can hit just the Edelweiss. Seems like it just focuses on our tank for the most part. Okay, here we go. Silveria comes a-running with a Gatling beam. I think our sniper's dead. Duck! I mean, what'd you really expect?
My rifle. Where's...
So there's nothing I can do to rescue Marina. If I move anywhere near Silveria, Marina is dead. Wow, there's pretty much little like... I tried to get him into cover, but
Dying.
I don't think... I don't know what you're supposed to do against that. If she can just run up with no cover and just kill anybody, I mean, I could kill her flunkies probably, but she looks pretty much invincible. I'm hoping they can't get a lucky shot at our radiator, actually, because I just realized that's kind of out in the open there for those Lancers. Must be out of range, at least. Well, we've got 3 turns. I guess Marina is no longer totally exposed, actually. I could potentially rescue her body. Okay, that scout has too much mobility. Seriously? Oh, that's bull. That is bull.
My bad.
So that was a team attack. I don't think the scout could have killed our engineer in one hit. But, you know, Severia can. So how many people am I going to lose permanently due to this mission? It went from being really cool to this is, like, pretty much bull. There's nothing I can do. Okay, that person is now permanently dead.
Am I
I'm sorry, Ramsey.
die? I guess that saves me some trouble.
Well, that is garbage. Sorry, game, you're starting to tick me off here, because when there's nothing I can do, that's when I don't like it. Like, how am I supposed to predict? This is my first time playing. That, basically, after you shoot the second radiator, an invincible troop of soldiers come in that will just kill anybody in one hit. I'm sure I could kill the rest of them except Silveria, but...
Damage minimal.
And I don't know how long I have to let this go, because I can't actually destroy the final radiator unless the big tank shoots. So I just have to stand around letting all my guys get killed until... Like, I don't know, guys. Well, that's good, at least. Maybe you'll die as well. You know, I mean, the machine gun on my tank is pretty solid, but... I'm mad that I lost someone permanently, basically. I assume you guys can understand. I'm surprised that Marina is not permanently dead, because they keep walking on top of her body over there, too. Man, they had a lot of action points. At least they missed that shot. Can probably mortar them over there. 3 of them all. Actually, no, our shock trooper can take them all out pretty good, I think. That's it for Marina, so 2 people dead. This is garbage, guys. This doesn't even feel like game difficulty. This is just... So on this mission, you know, you're going to lose people. Unless you know what's going to happen ahead of time. So I guess, like, if I were redoing the mission, I would, before the second radiator, before I destroyed the second radiator, I would make sure no one was on that side of the map, I guess. Oh, there, they got the crit. We lose. Good game, everybody. At least I don't permanently lose anyone, because I just permanently... That's garbage. I went from really liking that mission, like shooting down the machine gun turrets, opening the radiators, blowing those up. I was having a great time. I thought it was hilarious. Well, not hilarious. I thought it was fun. And then suddenly Severia shows up, and it's just game over in one turn. And I had no idea where she would spawn on the map. So you can't tell me, well, you shouldn't have put your soldiers there because... Well, I mean, I did take that shot at the named soldier with the sniper, but I had no idea just how aggressive they would be or what... I mean... Anyway, that's the end of this episode, and I'm not happy, so I'm taking a break. I will give it another try off camera, perhaps, and, man, it's like an hour-long battle just to end in, oh, surprise, crit on your tank, you lose, haha. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you've enjoyed. I will try to perk up for the next episode, but that's pretty garbage. See you later.